I would like to invite Kalpana Kini to talk about family. She is Gigi's youngest sister.
Hello. As you may have figured out by now, Buddhiji was not a traditional or a conventional man. And given that Avi just talked, it is also very clear that his concept of family was not very traditional. So I'm here to talk on behalf of his third family. Some of you may wonder about the word third. I remember a long time back, he and I were having a conversation and we were talking about family. And he said, in your life, you have three families. The first family is the one you're born into, and it is given to you. And if you are lucky, you will be born into a family that is full of love and will care for you. And as Jashivan talked, he was really lucky to be born into a family that was full of love and care. The second family is the one that a person builds and is created over the years. It is made of friends, and it is the one of your choosing. You choose who your friends are. You decide who you're going to keep, who is going to be a lifelong friend, and who's the one who will be there for some time and simply fade away. We got a little glimpse of that when Sharon was talking about it. And many of you who did not talk about as friends, but were there for him, for his friend, and as they were related to you. The third family is a little complicated. It is the one that you create by choosing who you marry. The problem with that is you get stuck with the other people that come with that person. I'm hired to talk on behalf of his third family. It all started when Gigi went to talk to him about marrying our other sister. Long and short of that conversation is that at the end, Buddhiji said, "But why not you?" I'm very sure my other brother-in-law, Shiv, is really glad about it. And if not, he and his wife will be having a conversation tonight. Anyway, they dated for a while, and I got to know Buddhiji a little better, as he used to drop her home after they dated. My reaction to all this was to tell my sister that if you marry him, I am not going to come for your wedding. A statement that Buddhiji took every opportunity to remind me of and take advantage of in many days. Well, she obviously married him, and yes, I did attend the wedding. They created their own loving family, and the love between them grew. Just to give you a glimpse, this is from a text that my daughter wrote to me back in 2015 when she spent some time with them and lived in India for about 5 months. She said, "Buddhi Baba," and that is what all the nephews and nieces call him. She said, when Buddhi Baba comes home, he and Masi would hold hands and watch TV together every evening. She said it was so nice to see how in love they were, even after 40 years of marriage. Buddhiji and I, as you all know, Buddhiji was very fond of having conversations, long drawn conversations. With me, they were over a cup of tea and not in a pub. And there is one conversation I would like to share. It was late 1970s or maybe 1980. And I think we were talking about what I was going to do in life. He talked with me, and then he took me to the Safdarjung Hospital privy section. And he let me look. And then he said, this is why we need research. It was this ability of his in helping you figure out what is important. An excellent teacher, a mentor, a father, a friend, and a loving Buddhi Baba. Now, I would like to share a few words that have been written by his nephews and nieces. Buddhi Baba was always the person you needed him to be. He could be a loving uncle. He would give you the warmest hug when you needed, buy you all the bangles in the world when you were young. He could make you laugh and give you stern advice when you needed it. The kindness and love we felt for this man meant that he was everything. And we didn't even realize that he was an accomplished genius in his professional field. It was only after, when we were much older, that we understood the importance of his work. To us, he was just Buddhi Baba, just as I'm sure he was to many of you. The greatest thing he did was fill every room to the brim with warmth and love. This was only natural because he had so much of it to give. He gave off some essence, can't really describe it, but he always made us feel loved, and that we were the most important thing in that moment when we talked. Fast forward a few years, his families overlapped, brothers became friends, and later on in his life, his students and co-workers became his children and part of his family. For him, the concept of family was not that of blood, but it expanded and was much broader and deeper than that. Please indulge me for a minute. If I call your name, then please stand, or if you're already standing, just wave. Rajiv Behel, Rajat, Nidhi, Neeta, Shinjini, and Molly. On behalf of his third family, I would like to thank you for being part of his family, and more so for making the last few difficult months a little bearable, for enriching him, and more importantly, taking all of us into your family along with him. Thank you. I would like to end on a personal note. My statement about me not wanting my sister to marry him became kind of a running joke between the two of us. He used it to his full advantage. Anytime he disagreed with me, he would say, "Ha malum hai, you never wanted me to marry your sister." Or when we went out to eat, and you know the typical Indian thing, who will pay? He would go, "Let me pay, at least maybe this will make me like you a little, make you like me a little better, and you would be happy that my sister married you." I will right now read a text, one of the last things that I wrote to Sheena before I left US to come here to see him. And I said, this says, I wrote, "Give everyone my love, tell your father that I'm glad he married my sister. Sheena wrote back saying, I will definitely pass that on. And then she said, he said, you are a sweetheart and that he misses you 10 times more. I think I would let him have the last word. Thank you.